Hi Taurus, welcome to your 2024-25 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome back to my channel. It's a transitional year for us Taurians. We're moving from the earth and the water energies and we're moving into the fire and air energies. I'm going to be checking my mic very quickly. Good. I'm going to be focusing on slow moving planets. Namely, I'm going to be looking at Pluto, and then I'm going to be looking at Jupiter as well. Now, I've spoken at great length in my past few videos. I'll put up a link over here which speak about as to exactly what Pluto is all about, how is it that it affects us in our lives. And today I'm going to be speaking more pertaining to your zodiac sign. If you have a sun, moon and rising in Taurus, then this is applicable for you, and how exactly or where it is exactly that Pluto is going to be affecting you, which house in your chart it's going to be affecting you. That said, if you have a strong planet, say a Uranus or a Saturn that is placed along with Pluto in that specific part of your chart, it would be worth your while just to have a look at your chart. Now, Pluto begins its final shift. It's moving into Aquarius. It has been there in Capricorn for the last 20 odd years. So everything around structure, everything around authority, everything that has to do with money, our sense of self-worth would have got affected. It may be that you're looking at money differently. It may be that you're looking at your own security very differently. And also the important thing is that Uranus, the planet of chaos, the planet of unpredictability, also the planet of invention, creativity and imagination, has moved into your own sign, Taurians. So there would be a fair amount of chaos that you would be experiencing. Now, Pluto is going to be moving mid-Jan. That's the time that it rolls into your own house of career. This is the house of your goals, your ambitions, how it is that you want the world to perceive you. Mid-Jan, we have Pluto that moves. Finally, it comes and it sits in your house of career. This is the house of your reputation. It is how it is that you want people to perceive you, how it is that you deal with power struggle, because Pluto is going to be going deep within. It's going to be bringing out everything, your issues with authority, with structure, with the kind of freedom that you maybe require at your workplace. And this is also a time where there could be some amount of control issues as far as your work is concerned. Maybe this is a time that you will get a sense of that you do not want, or you cannot operate in a very structured environment, that you really want something fluid that works for you. For some of you, because Pluto tends to bring about a lot of obsessiveness, it can be that you become really obsessed in your own way of working, in your own way of doing things, and you're not very happy collaborating, you're not really happy working with other people. So this is something to watch out for, that you don't sort of get really carried away with it's my way or the highway. This is also a time wherein that you can get tragically ambitious, and if you do not get to the place where you want to go, you could take it quite you could take it to heart quite seriously. So, and these are all perceived failures. You may have set the bar, or you may keep on setting the bar higher for yourself as you go along. And we need to keep in mind that Pluto is a long transit. It's 20 years, so it's not going anywhere soon. So what you can do is how you can survive the Pluto transit is that, first of all, if you're not absolutely happy with what you're doing, with the kind of work that you're doing, you should make the shift now, because this is not going away quickly for you. You may stay unhappy. You may, as a result, just not just be or attract toxicity at work. It could also be that you could be the person who could be emanating a lot of toxicity. There could be a lot of passive aggressiveness at work, or you could be the person who enjoys yielding power over other people. Now that you're in the place of power, that you would like to do it. So it's it's an opportunity all these years for you to let go of power struggles, let go of having absolute control over people, or really trying to micromanage people to the way that you want things to be done. And also it's a time wherein that I think your passion, which could you could sort of be careful that it does not border on obsessiveness, and it's not if other people are not ready to put in that kind of passion. At times we get really taken in by the things that we want to do, and we want to sort of take the entire world, or if not the world, our people who are closest to us. So try and differentiate that with your partner. It may not be your partner's passion, it may be your own thing, and it's quite all right to run solo, but also in the bargain you need to be remembering to nurture your closest relationships as well. Don't be in I wouldn't say in a rush, because Taurans, you are very slow, very steady. If not slow, you're extremely steady and consistent and persistent. Uh, so this Plutonian effect in your work place and your reputation thing could make you a bit more stubborn. It could make you almost convinced, even if it's a wrong route, because you have chosen that route. It's maybe too late for you to be changing the route. So this is something that you can sort of step back now and then and see, whether, I mean, ambition is fabulous, but if it's getting really intense, and it's time for you to be stepping back. And also try and collaborate, especially where authority figures are concerned, especially where seniors are concerned. Try not to get into too much of a power control. We have Mars that is going retrograde in December, and then we have eclipses that are there. We have a lunar eclipse that is there on March 25th, and it is there in your house of work and health. And this again is bringing something to a fruition. Maybe you've finished a project, maybe you've finished a passion project, maybe you are even finishing, ending with a job, and now you're moving on to the next phase of your work. And also, as far as health is concerned, something comes to fore. Maybe there's a acceptance, a realization that, okay, I need to be taking better care of my health. Or if there was a health scare, then this is a time that you'll find you've sort of over the camel's hump. We have a solar eclipse on 8th of April, and that is there in your house of behind the scenes. So we have a lunar eclipse, both the pair that are there, the lunar and the solar, which are directly in opposite in your house of health and work. And then the other one is the solar eclipse is there in your house of behind the scenes. So it's a time to contemplate, it's a time to relax, to unwind, to go back and look at things that are really important to you. I think the eclipses are a fabulous time, and because also they last for 6 months, they're a good time to sort of give us those little breaks in between, so that we can pause, we can sit back, we can look at where we are, whether we need to recourse, whether we need to rework, redo, realign ourselves. And at times, just it's a time for us to be unplugging simply. May the 25th, we have Jupiter. That is the second big movement this year, and it will move into your house of money. And this is a fabulous movement, because Jupiter is the benefactor, he's the giver, he's the expanser. And it is going to be coming in your sense house of money and your sense of self-worth. So Pluto in your house of career and money and reputation is going to be resonating with Jupiter, that is there in your house of money, and this can often bring about a lot of abundance, a lot of literally money as well to you. So it can be that your comfort levels, maybe you are really making good money at this point of time. There's luxury, maybe you get yourself a really nice a luxury car, or you're doing up your house, and also there's going to be this sense of that that wellness, that material financial wellness, that I'm doing so well. And also it is going to enhance your earnings further. So there is naturally going to be a sense of confidence that is going to be coming along with it. So it's a fabulous time. For some of you, you may change your course, you may change and move into another job, and that also will be quite good for you. Please do keep in mind, I'm speaking purely for signs that have a sun, moon, and rising in Taurus. There will be other planets in your own birth chart. So this is a generic reading. So when you are looking at, if you really want to know something more in detail, do go ahead and download a free birth chart, and it's very easy. You can just go and see as to, where the other planets are placed in your house of money or your career, whatever it is that you're checking. Now, it's a time also of inheritance, maybe a bonus, maybe some, amount of money, a lump sum that gets given to you. So a general sense of abundance, worthiness, a sense of that, yeah, I'm doing well in life. I'm able to take care financially more than take care of myself. So it's just I think a time, maybe I think you just need to be watching that you do not overspend. And you could sort of also be spending a lot during this time in order to make yourself feel good. Nothing wrong with that, but just watch that you don't sort of overdo it. We have Mercury retrogrades this year in 2024 in April, August, and November, and they are there all in fire houses, and they are going to be ruling your house of home, your house of joint finances, and the house of behind the scenes. So home, money, and spirituality, that's a time that you are going to be asked to sort of go back, step back, and relook at, take a pause and see whether what is it that needs to get corrected at home, with money, or also are you spending enough time with yourself. So September 18th, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of friendships. And then in October, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of, that's a house of your health, and that's a house of your work and day-to-day chores. So both lunar and solar eclipse, again, something is coming to an end as far as friendships are concerned, as far as groups of people are concerned. Maybe you are taking sort of a not just a hard look, but you're in the sifting process of saying that, okay, I do not any longer relate with this set of or group of friends, and I need to be moving, or not just moving away, but maybe, people will just sort of on their own fizzle out. And similarly, in October, there is a chance of new opportunities as far as work is concerned, maybe a new project. If you have been not just looking for a job, but if you have been looking for a new project, then this is a fabulous time to be doing it. End of the year 2024, December 6th, we have Mars that is going retrograde in your house of home. And this is going to be there till about February 2025. That's like a long transit for you. So again, important about reflection about where it is that you're putting your time, how it is that you're spending your time, and a time to be looking at your family roots. What is it that defines you? Also a time wherein that you are being asked to because this house governs your mother, it's a house of Cancer. So it can be that maybe some things that were, some decisions that were taken earlier with your mother, maybe they get redone during this time. At times also it has to do with, regarding health uh, of your mother as well. But this is really a time to be of reflection, of redoing, of realigning, of really going down, your family roots, and connecting and bonding. And also it's a time of healing and forgiving. So things are coming up on the surface. Taurians, look at 2024 as a transition year. This is a time where, planets, I would say, are still gentler because they have just sort of rolled in and the drama is just sort of picking up. That said, with the fire and air energies being there, they could be, a lot of you may find people more reactive, changing their mind more. Even you could be doing that. There could be a sense of very quickness in repercussion and consequences, and on the good side as well. Of course, if things have been, you waited for the longest of time, there will be decisions that will happen more quickly. I would say overall you need to keep in mind is that it's a very collective energy. It is not a selfish I, me, myself. It's a, taking everybody along. What is it that benefits everybody kind of an energy? So keep that in mind. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Taurians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.